Ladies and gentlemen, this is an article that came out today, November 16th, 2018, from News One. Newly elected DA criticizes Faith Johnson's handling of the Botham Jean case. Retired Judge John Cruzat won by a landslide. And ladies and gentlemen, nobody still knows the whereabouts of Amber Geiger. And that's a disgrace. It really is. Faith Johnson, a Black Republican woman who lost re-election bid for Dallas District Attorney by a landslide, has been slammed for her handling of the Botham Shem John case. Now the newly elected DA, retired judge, and Black Democrat, John Cruzat, is reflecting on her work on the case. District Attorney-elect Cruzat told Fox 4 in Dallas, "I think the problem with the case is so far has been the lack of transparency about it." But you know what, ladies and gentlemen, as I had told y'all before on previous videos, never ever expect these people to be transparent. Every police department, whenever there's some type of fatality, they'll all walk up to the mic and virtually say the same words. And it's going to be a transparent investigation. They never do transparent investigations in this country. They say all the words, but fall short on actually doing it. Dallas is not going to be any more transparent than the other shootings you have seen of unarmed Black men and women in this country. They're never transparent. You know, they say the words, but you're never going to see it happen. I think we all should know that by now. Based on what he's seen in media reports, Cruzat is concerned that the DA's office under Johnson was not forthcoming enough to the public about the progress of the investigation. She virtually didn't say nothing. Every time over the last few weeks, she was campaigning. You know, even her Botham John's family said, you know, she really wasn't focusing on the case at all. She was worried about her campaign. The case has yet to be presented to a grand jury, and Cruzat views the manslaughter charge against fired officer Amber Geiger as insufficient. Cruzat also stated, "I haven't seen anything, including the probable cause affidavit, that would suggest that it's a manslaughter case. And so I think that without knowing it, I think that based on what we know, I think that we should be honest and say the more likely the appropriate charge is murder." Now, that's a damn shame. We don't know anything about Botham John's autopsy report. Now, his autopsy was done, and it's been completed now for several weeks. And they are sitting on that autopsy report. They don't want to release it. That's why I'm telling you, I believe he was shot at close range. He was not shot across the room like she's claiming. Botham John got up. When she knocked on that door, he got up and came to the door. She did not shoot him across the room and it was some silhouette that she saw. No, he came to that door. They will not release her toxicology report, ladies and gentlemen. They won't do it. And they've been sitting on that for quite some time as well. And now there's this probable cause affidavit. Nobody has seen that now. Okay, so they are not about to release anything. There is a cause and reason for them not to release this information. That should be very clear. There are things on those reports they don't want anybody to see until they try to work out some BS like she was overworked. Give me a break. How many people in this country get their ass up, go to work, and they're overworked every single week? Come on. Give me a break. I'm not falling. Don't fall for that garbage. She was overworked. Get out of here. She was no more overworked than anyone else. Okay, after Johnson lost the election, she said she wanted to stay on the John case, expressing, "We are still proceeding with that case. And by the way, the case is going to the grand jury very soon. I want the opportunity to bring the indictment. It happened under my watch, and I think that's very significant that I take the case to the grand jury." I don't think it's a good idea. And I would like to see who's going to be on this grand jury. Now, there's a lot of Black people that live in Dallas. Now, if they try to make this jury, this grand jury, like they did, during Mike Brown, if y'all remember, they brought people in from other counties that really should not have been eligible to be on the grand jury. So they made sure they stacked up people that look like them on the grand jury against, the Mike Brown case. Man, that is where you don't want them to take control. No. Dallas has a high Black population. There is no reason for a grand jury there to look predominantly white. But see, that's why Amber Geiger turned herself in 30 miles away from Dallas. She knew what she was doing. And they said the county that she went to was mostly white. Now, she worked and lived in Dallas. Why didn't she turn herself in there? The shooting happened in Dallas. See, she don't want it. She's trying to force a change of venue. Okay. Yeah, and the failures happened under her watch as well. There have been countless mistakes made in this case, from never searching Amber Geiger's apartment to claiming Botham John was a pothead, to protesters being jailed longer than Geiger. He's right about that. Johnson lost to Cruzat by over 20 points. She needs to bow out. Yes, I agree with that. And let the new DA do his job. On September 6th, 30-year-old police officer Geiger killed 26-year-old Botham John in his own home. She was charged with manslaughter, which is not the appropriate charge, and is still out on the streets. And that's another thing. After this happened, she should never have been allowed to move out of that apartment. Her car should have been searched, and she should not have even been offered bail. And now the press, the police, the Texas Rangers, the DA, all of them will not tell you where Amber Geiger is. So they are still covering for her, even to this day. But please tell me what you think on this new report that came out where the DA is really pretty much calling Faith Johnson incompetent. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I will see you on the next video. Peace, family.